Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing well today. So today I have a haul. So if you guys have been around my channel, you know that I love everything having to do with homeschool. I love supplements, I love games, I love everything that you can add into a homeschool day to make it more fun. Now, I am definitely a curriculum type of mom, homeschooler, but I do love my supplements. I feel like they just make the day so much better, so much more enjoyable. So today I'm going to show you some of the things that I chose as supplements. I'm not sure, let me think. So I have supplements here. I just have some fun games. I also have some supplies that I need for the homeschool. They're not great and exciting, but you know, we all need our supplies. So to start off real quick, I just wanted to mention that my daughter is going into the 4th grade for the year 2021 and 2022. So she's in 3rd grade right now, and my son is in pre-K. I'm still going to be teaching him pre-K things this coming up school year as well. He's only 4. He will be 5 in September. Starting off here, this is going to be for my daughter. We are planning on doing homeschool with my 2 nieces and my sister. My nieces are, one is going into 8th grade and one is going into 3rd grade. So I'm hoping that we can play this game together. This is the Scrambled States of America game. So it says that it's a whimsical, mad, dashing geography game. Now we are working through U.S. geography. We're using the Notgrass, Our 50 States. We are loving it. I've also added in some supplements. I do have some videos on my channel for that. But we're using like Which Way USA. We're working through landforms and things like that. But I thought that this would be something fun to do more hands-on. It says, quick, find a state that ends with the letter A. Now find one that borders Tennessee. Have fun learning about the United States in this madcap game of observation and quick reflexes. So I guess it's just like little clues and things on which state to look for. It contains 60 scrambled cards, 50 state cards, 4 USA maps, 1 Scrambled States of America book, and then the rules to play. So this you can play, how many players can play this game? Let's see here. It says for ages 8+, it takes 20 minutes and it's 2 to 4 players. So we're definitely gonna play this game. I always buy games for our schoolroom, and we just get so wrapped up in our everyday curriculums and supplements that I struggle to find time to add these games in. So this year, you guys, I have some pretty awesome games that I'm going to try my hardest to squeeze time into our day, you guys, because I really want to play them with the kids. Okay, so the next thing I have here is also for geography. This is going to be for my soon-to-be 4th grader. It's the Draw Right Now. And this is all on the U.S., I believe. Let's see here, the United States from sea to sea moving forward. This is actually book 5, so they do have other books. I thought that this looked cool to add into our geography because, let me show you guys what they can do. So basically, it touches on something from the United States. So for instance, this here is the state flag, and then it has copy work that they can copy, that's here, on another piece of paper, and then it shows step by step on how to draw it. So I thought that this would be fun because not only are we touching on geography, and when she does the copy work, she'll tend to remember things that she actually writes down as well. So she'll have that for geography. We're also going to get in some art because she's going to have to draw the pictures. So I thought that this one was a fun one. I'll just show you guys a few pages. Now, all of these items I did purchase from Amazon, and I will have my Amazon storefront link down below for you guys. So for a reader, I picked up this book. I've heard so many things about it. It's The Wild Robot. I've seen it all over homeschooling channels, and I thought, why not? Maybe we should read this for a read aloud. I honestly don't know too much about it, so I can't really touch on what the contents are inside this, but we are going to do it as a read aloud, and there are some illustrations inside this book. So if you have kiddos that like picture books, this will still kind of keep their attention maybe. And so yeah, so we have this for a read aloud. I plan on doing that as well this year. That's another thing that we struggle with. Like, we don't have a typical morning basket that we do. So I'm hoping throughout the day, maybe while the kids are drawing or coloring, I can go ahead and read stories to them. So something I picked up for my son, this is the School Zone Dino Dig. These are Dino Dig cards. And I just thought that these looked really fun because we are going to be doing unit studies on each letter. And for D, we're going to be working on dinosaurs. So basically what it is it's a deck of cards, and it has the dinosaur here, and then it has like the skeleton part here. So if you're working on fossils and things like that, this would be a really fun one to find the actual dinosaur and then the skeleton, and then kind of mimic these for the fossils. I don't know, that's maybe what we're gonna work on. And then maybe play match and stuff with these. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, see, match prehistoric animals to their skeletons and learn their names in this mighty memory game. So this is just for memory, but I think that I'll incorporate it in different ways. Because I like changing up games sometimes, you know, to fit your benefit, you know. There's so many different ways to play different things. So I picked that up. Another thing I picked up for my son is this book, The Jungle Run. This is actually by Scholastic. I did purchase things from Scholastic, and I used the teacher section because if you're a homeschooling family, you can actually apply for the homeschooling, or I'm sorry, for the teacher membership through them, and they give you deals. But I still price check some things for my daughter and my niece because they're going to be doing history together. And I noticed that some of the things on Amazon were cheaper than things on Scholastic, even with the teacher thing. I think it had to do more with like shipping and stuff. But so I'm not sure. You guys, I would say check it out for yourselves. You can always sign up to be a teacher, and they have some pretty cool resources on there. But this was purchased from my teacher membership through Scholastic. This is The Jungle Run. Again, we will be doing unit studies, so we will be working through jungle. So I just thought that this would be a really cute, fun book to add into that unit. I want to read stories to him that have to do with the unit that we're working through, just to kind of paint a picture for him in his mind as we're learning and reading through it. So the next thing I picked up here is for my daughter. This is Help Your Kids with Geography. This is a DK book. I really do love DK books. Now, again, I'm working through geography through Notgrass, and it's Our 50 States, and those are basically talking about states and their state facts and stories of different families or companies that started in those states. It's a really great curriculum to use as a base. But for me, I feel like I needed like more mapping skills and landforms and things that kind of tie into geography. So I've added my own supplements to that and found different books and different landform resources. But I want to go even deeper into geography. I think it's really important for our kiddos to learn the whole, you know, all around bits and parts to geography. So when I saw this, my plans, and these are not rock solid, you guys, but my plans are just to start reading this from the front of the book until we get to the end. And you know, a page or two a day is all we need. But let me just tell you guys here, I wonder if I could explain it from the back. So it says, let's see here. Help Your Kids with Geography is what every frustrated parent needs. It's innovative, visual approach, combines colorful diagrams and illustrations with step-by-step explanations, making geography easier to understand than ever before. So it's covering all the core subjects from oceans and volcanoes to climate change and population growth. This invaluable guide allows parents and kids to work together to understand even the trickiest topics. We'll both soon be experts in map reading, plate tectonics, data handling, and much more. So it has physical geography, human geography, and practical geography in here. So this is the physical geography, so it just starts basically with the basics. I hope you guys can see. And then it goes into, I'll just show you a couple pages here. Now, with DK is not Christian based. So anytime I get books like this, when we're reading through it, I just, you know, I keep my ears open, you guys. I just pay attention to what we're reading. If there's anything that does not align with our beliefs, I point it out to my daughter and I try to explain it to her the best way that I can. She's aware that not everybody believes in the same things that we do, and we kind of touch on it from there. But I figure that is how life is going to be. She's going into 4th grade, and honestly, I've always tried to be very open with her about things like that. So even starting at a younger age, I've always just explained to her. So she has an understanding of, you know, some things we'll see or hear or read about that don't align with our beliefs, and we just talk about it. So that's how I typically handle that situation. But this is going to be the section for human geography. So it starts, what is human geography? And it walks through migration. So this just really looks like it covers everything, you guys. So this is the practical geography, and this is going to cover, it says what is practical geography, and then it goes into capitals and major cities, how map working works, atlases. It literally covers everything, and it's a pretty chunky book, you guys, so this is going to take us quite a while. This is about 250 pages long, but I think that this is a great thing to have on your shelf as a homeschooling mama, okay, or dad or grandma. So the next thing I have here is Zoom. It's a multiplication game. This is by Trend, I believe, and this is for ages 9 and up, 1 to 4 players. And let's see here, it says jump in and start adding your cards, but watch out, the Zoom and Boom cards can take your score forward, backward, or all the way to 0. The first player to reach 500 points wins. So you're actually adding, multiplying. It says build multiplication skills, use addition skills, and apply probability strategies. So I thought that this would be a good one because she's been actually working through multiplication for all of 3rd grade basically. But anytime you're working with multiplication, division, fractions, all of that, it all kind of ties together. So I thought her getting used to speed and just kind of maneuvering these numbers around using, like they said, addition skills and everything with your multiplying. I don't know, I just saw that this would be helpful and hopefully more fun. You know, learning math is probably not always fun. Well, it's not. In my book, it's not. I'm not a big math person. So the next thing I picked up here is the 10-minute Bible journey, and this was actually referred by one of you beautiful mamas, and I'm so excited that I got it. It looks beautiful on the inside. So basically it has every story from the Bible, but they're in little short, like 10-minute increments. So little short stories on it, just in case you have some kiddos that maybe don't have the attention span or they like seeing the beautiful pictures. It's all written or made on this glossy paper, which is really nice. And it looks kind of like a comic, even though it's not at all. But it looks like a cartoon in a way. I don't know. It looks very kid-friendly. So I'm really excited. My daughter's really excited. She looked at it and she's like, oh, Mom, that looks really cool. So we're excited to read through this. But let me see if there's anything else. I hope the glare isn't hitting the book too bad because the windows are right there and it just kind of gives us weird lighting. Okay, so I have 2 things left. The last one is a good one. You really don't want to miss it. But this one here is my teacher supplies. That's not that exciting, but it's 100 count of the clear sheet protectors. It has the 3-ring hole punch so you can put it in a binder. I'm actually using these for like organizing things and stuff. So yeah, so I have this. So the last book I have here, I'm really happy to share this one with you guys. I watch a channel called My Busy Bees and Me, and she always refers really great reads, really great supplements. And so I picked up this 12 Days in May, Freedom Ride 1961. So we are going to be going over the civil rights movement, and we will be reading all about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. because they are such like big impactors in the change that happened back then. And but I also wanted to pull in other aspects that we don't normally hear about. And I was raised in the public system, and or not, I wasn't raised in the public system. I was raised with my parents, but I was raised in the public education system. So we just really learn the basics, and I wanna learn more about everything. So I'm trying to find different supplements to pull in that kind of ties into that, and maybe touches on things that we have never learned about. And so in the next few hauls, I have some really great books that she refers people to. So I picked up a few of them. Okay, so this is all about the 12 Days in May, Freedom Ride 1961. This is by Larry Dane Brimner. And I'm gonna take this cover off so I don't mess it up. But let me read. I'll read it to you guys while I show you guys a page, just to kind of tell you what this is about and why I want to read it. So it says, on May 4th, 1961, 13 activists, black and white, young and old, male and female, board 2 buses in Washington, D.C. for New Orleans, Louisiana. Their freedom ride will last just 12 days, but their mission is clear. The laws prohibiting segregation on buses crossing state lines and at bus stations are being violated. These freedom riders are determined to draw attention to the law's lack of enforcement. But what starts as a peaceful protest turns violent as they travel deeper into the South. So I think that this is super important, and really important for the kids to know about, and me as well. I don't remember reading very much on this or learning very much on this, and I think it's super important. So we are going to be reading this as a read aloud. My 8th grader, my niece, will be sitting in with us as I read it, and we'll be discussing this. Our kids are having a little bit of a hard time, well, a bit of a hard time reading about the Underground Railroad this year, and what people went through and how people are treated. And so I wanted to touch more on this and kind of just go over it a little bit more with them. And I have some really great books in my other hauls that you guys will be seeing on different actions that some people took to help with changing society. And we're still in the process of trying to change society. It's a really touchy subject, and for the way that I believe everybody is the same. You know, God made us all. I'm Christian. I believe in God, in Jesus Christ, and that we are all made in his image, and that should be the end of it. But not everybody believes in that way, which is, I don't understand it at all, honestly. So I know that this is like a subject that's really hard to talk about, but that is what we're going to be working through in our homeschool this year. If you guys know of any great books or reads or things on, you know, people that had a helping hand or put their helping hand in the situation, and let me know down in the comments down below, because I always like hearing your guys' recommendations. And that is it, you guys. So that is all I have for you guys today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this haul, and I hope to see you guys back on my channel very soon. You guys take care, be blessed, and I will see you next time.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,